Restaurants play an important role in introducing new fruits to the public. Chefs are artists and experimenters, and their medium is the foods we grow. If we can get them to make our produce look and taste fabulous, that might translate into more sales for growers. Here on the Big Island, it's sometimes difficult to get chefs to buy local produce because they're used to getting uniform products from big distributors. But now that's changing, and certified executive chef Bill Trask tells why.
The selling point to all this for me is that the product you get here tastes much better, looks much better. The tomatoes are juicier, the oranges are sweeter, the onions are more oniony, if you want to say that. The product itself is very good. So I don't, and it costs a little bit more, but I don't mind paying a little bit more because my customers are recognizing that, wow, look at this. It's not like getting a tomato from the mainland where it's not ripe. They pick it before it's ripe and they gas it, and by the time you get it, I try to ripen it when it gets here, but it doesn't work that well. So you end up with a hard piece of what? You don't know what it is. You close your eyes and you get one of these tomatoes sometimes, you swear it was an apple when you were eating it. It's so hard. See, the key to this whole relationship, too, between the chef and the farmer is that each one knows what each one is capable of doing. And especially with growing things, you have a cycle. So the chef needs to know what cycle. So if you're growing tomatoes and you're growing oranges and you're growing green onions, he needs to know what time of the year these products will become available, because according to his menu, according to the availability of your product, he can make the menu work properly for him and for you. Oh, okay, once the communication is set between both parties, first thing we need to be aware of is the ripeness of the product, that it comes in on time at its peak flavor. Okay, so if it comes too green, we can't use it. We got to wait till it gets riper. If it comes in if overripe, then it's mushy, and probably we're gonna have to change the recipe we wanted the product for because it's too mushed out. I have to process that product, or the chef has to process that product. Again, it needs to come in cleaned off, trimmed if necessary, and packaged properly. If it's tomatoes or fruit, it needs to come in a box. It needs to be sized properly, so I'm not getting what I call a small, medium, and a large onion. The consistency of the sizing needs to be there. Once that is settled, then delivery. If there's a problem, for instance, you're going to be late, call the chef up right away. Or if you're short of product, he asks for 20 pounds of onions and you only have 10, you need to call him up and say, Chef, we're short, da-da-da-da. That way, if we have to adjust some things or order from somebody else, we can do that. But showing up at the door 2 hours late without any notice and then being short 10 pounds, that doesn't help us any. And then the situation becomes very tense as far as the rapport between the chef and the farmer. So you really got to keep that relationship up. The whole thing doesn't work unless you're continually talking to each other. So with the chefs, when they say they want it this color, they want it this way, as far as the product coming in, it's because the end product they have has to look nice. If everything looks the same, then you're not going to have people coming back. I mean, you eat with your eyes, okay? Even if a dish is mediocre in flavor, when you see it at first, if it hits you in the wow, look at that color, look at the appearance of everything, your taste buds are going to say, yeah, okay, this tastes good.